coming after me. Y'all favorite came after me. My fans up and them bands up, bring my fam up. The mentality, these niggas be faking. The mentality, these niggas be hating. The mentality.
Alright y'all, so we are back with another Mobile Legends video, man, and I wasn't even going to do this video. A lot of you all have been asking me to expose this team, the #1 team in squads, period. So yeah, like let's do it then. Let's do it, because one thing that I saw, like I was in my last video talking about these guys, I was talking about the fact that in North America, because there's so few people playing, it's almost impossible to find a game, period, when you're playing with a full team. But since then, I've seen the egos on these guys, on some of these guys. Like, I see the egos, how they love it. Like, they love all the attention that they get, because at the end of the day, what the YouTube community don't seem to realize is that when you hate somebody, you come back dropping dislikes and all types of stuff like that, you're making the person money. You're what's making them successful. The only reason they're in that position is because of your hate. And that's what people don't realize. If you didn't hate them, if they were just irrelevant and you didn't care about them, they wouldn't exist, literally. They literally wouldn't exist. So the fact that people are so driven towards things that they hate, is what's fueling this success that these guys have right now. But the way that this team has actually got there, that's what we're going to be getting into. So this is Zed. This is one of the guys right here. And as you can see, these are his stats. This is the squad right here. Frenzy's on the top of like the global leaderboards, like overall as well. And the reason that a lot of people have a problem with these guys is because they didn't earn the spot legitly. They cheated to get to the top, and basically, if you don't know how they cheated, they're doing what's called the 2-2-1. So this gameplay right here, this is not them cheating. This is not them doing 2-2-1. This is actually them playing against another team from another country. So granted, they are decent players. Like, it's a lot of people that underestimate how good North American players actually are. But North American players, like a lot of us come from League of Legends. Like a lot of us who play Mobile Legends, we came from League of Legends. So while the other countries thinking it's sweet because they started playing Mobile Legends and they good at Mobile Legends, they don't really understand just how deep MOBAs go yet. So but yeah, so anyway, these guys do what's called 2-2-1. That's basically when three people start a lobby. In one lobby you have 2 people, in the second lobby you have 2 people, and then in a third lobby you have 1 person. You all are in a Discord chat or something, and you say, yo, let's ready up right now. At this exact same time, you ready up at the exact same time, and you all are going to get paired on the same team, because obviously the matchmaking is going to be like, okay, let's see who's trying to ready up at this exact moment. When you press that ready up button, the matchmaking is like, okay, let's take the first 2 people. Now we need 3 more people. Then the matchmaking is like, okay, here go 2 more people. So now 4 of your teammates are in that game. Then you only need 1 more person. Then matchmaking is going to be like, who else just readied up at the exact same time is going to bring that 1 person in, which is more than likely going to be your teammate. And that's how these teams are doing it. And you have to do something weird. Like, you have to be able to tell if it's your teammate. So maybe before you all ready up, like one person readies up at like the first 5 seconds, then the next person ready up at the next 5 seconds, like just stuff like that. Not that long, obviously. Like maybe somebody readies up every 2 seconds, basically. That's how you know it's your team. That's how you know your whole team is there, type of thing. And yeah, that's basically what they've done to get to the top. They go through smashing teams, and also the advantage that they get from this is that they're going against a bunch of individual players. Now granted, I'm the type of guy to believe that a bunch of single players can easily beat a full team, but the thing is, that's because I'm an actual competitive player. I'm competitive. I like Mobile Legends. The reason that Mobile Legends players are some of the worst mobile players in the world is because most people who play Mobile Legends are not competitive. They want to use an overpowered hero and just smash the team that they're going against. That's what the Mobile Legends community likes to see. What a MOBA is actually about is a competitive game. You could win this game or you could lose this game. Most games in Mobile Legends is going to be one clear winner the entire time, unless one team makes a crazy comeback, and that team only makes a crazy comeback because the team that's winning usually does something stupid, because the team that's winning is usually not that good to begin with either. So that's one of the, like, people don't pay attention to the small details, and the small details are what's very important. I think that if more people in the community, period, started to learn MOBAs, the community could be one of the best in the world. But I've been preaching some of the same stuff for like a year now, man. Like, the first time we caught all them cheaters, we actually had video proof. Like, we want to know what's crazy now? People getting caught doing all types of dumb stuff, and that's because they wasn't around the community when I first exposed all these other guys. Like, I got all the old cheaters out of here, bro. Every time there's a new, like, I like the new age people who don't know who I am. Y'all gonna learn who I am. I'm the guy who's gonna point out what you're doing. I'm the guy who's gonna expose you. Like, just all the people who cheating, all the people who doing these fake giveaways. Like, it's so much crazy stuff. You want to know what's crazy? I actually got offered a sponsorship the other day, and they was going to pay me a lot of money to basically get you all to use their service. And basically, it was a service where you can top up in Mobile Legends. So you pay like $50 and you get like 5,000 diamonds or something like that. I would never promote something like that to you all because I don't trust it. I don't trust it at all. Like, how are you getting all these diamonds to the point where you can give them away? And that's my whole thing. But then I look around the community, it's so many other people who don't care if their fans' accounts get stolen, who don't care about the consequences. Like, the Mobile Legends community is actually sickening at this point. It's sickening that everyone only cares about money. It's sickening that people don't really value their fans in the position that they're in. And I get that a lot of people are struggling and stuff like that. I understand it, but that's no excuse. Like, you gotta have regard for others, man. You have to care about others. And Rave is one of the biggest teams that don't have regard for others, because all the people that work hard trying to rank up solo and trying to make it to the top and just trying to have a good experience playing the game, like they even the teams that deserve to be at the top, they're ruining it for them. Because if they're cheating getting to the top, and don't get me wrong, Rave is not the only team doing this. Like, people ask me all the time why I don't have like more respect for Mythics and stuff like that, and top players and all that. Like, I'll talk about top players' gameplay and stuff like that, and the reason that I talk about those gameplays is because that's all that people care about. And the only way to get through the people is to talk about what they care about. Because at the end of the day, you're going to have those little kids who don't understand that, oh, you don't have to be Mythic to be smarter than Mythic. You don't have to be this to know how to do this and stuff like that. Like, what people don't understand is that Mobile Legends is a baby compared to what League of Legends is. If you understand League of Legends, there's nothing in Mobile Legends you won't understand. Nothing. The only thing that changes between MOBAs, and someone asked me also. Alright, so for some reason that quit recording. But what I was saying is, someone asked me basically, what's the difference between MOBAs? Like, what changes when it comes to MOBAs? Like, what's the difference between Mobile Legends, League of Legends, and stuff like that? And honestly, it's not much. Like, the thing that changes and the thing that you have to relearn when you're going to any MOBA is mechanics. Mechanics is what changes, and mechanics is the least important thing of any MOBA. It's the least important thing. Like, that's why when people say heroes like Fanny and stuff and all that is hard, that's what makes the game hard to play. It's just like, you can tell that Mobile Legends is probably their first MOBA. Because it's like that Fanny's a difficult hero to play. Kagura can be difficult if you don't know. Like, everything seems difficult when you don't know how to play them and when you don't understand them. But honestly, that's the least important part of playing a MOBA. Like, even playing an assassin, like you can play Fanny. The thing is, you might not do a good job playing Fanny, but you can play Fanny and not do a bad job. But I'll say that, like, you might not be useful for your team, but you don't have to put your team at a complete disadvantage by feeding or something. So if you can play your role, you can roam, you can gank. Like, even using Fanny, if you can farm correctly, all you have to simply do is know how to farm correctly, stay alive, and just gank. You go sneak up on somebody, spam, just hit your ultimate. Just help the team. You don't even have to be able to take a bunch of people out. Like, that's the thing. People think in order to be valuable to your team, you have to become a god mechanically. When in reality, no. The mechanics is not the part that really makes it important. Like, the mechanics is not the most valuable part of learning a MOBA. It's actually learning how to play a MOBA, learning your role, learning how to play your role properly, learning the best way to approach your role. Like, that stuff is very, very important. And that's what people don't understand. That's what a lot of people don't get. A lot of people call you a noob when you say, oh, when you compare Mobile Legends to Dota and stuff like that. Mobile Legends is not the god of MOBAs. Mobile Legends is not even one of the top best MOBAs when it comes down to skill-wise and the knowledge of the community. Mobile Legends is one of the worst when it comes down to community knowledge, and that's why you can do things like the 2-2-1 and this team Rave, they have a huge fan base. they have fans who like them, not really understanding that these guys are just cheaters. There's other top teams up there that's cheaters as well, and I'm not going to mention them without proof. So yeah, I'm not going to mention them because there's no proof to it. But like everyone knows, Rave is cheating. If you look at their freaking stats, their stats is like thousands above everyone else. Like it's like, I think like 10,000 above everyone else, something like that. It's something absolutely ridiculous. And I don't know, man. I think that the Mobile Legends community is the only community that will praise cheaters and praise people doing scummy things. And that's why so many people do it, because all you gotta do is offer people skins and you're forgiven. Like, you can do whatever you want to do to the community. You offer a skin and no one cares. Like, it's like the Mobile Legends community just does not have standards, and that's what needs to change. If you won't have standards when it comes to Mobile Legends, the community is always going to be one of the worst communities. And that's why so many scumbags are coming to the community, making a bunch of money off of it, selling diamonds, doing fake diamond sales and stuff like that. That's why so much scamming going on, because the community allows it. Like if in the Call of Duty community, one thing that I'll say about the Call of Duty community is toxic. But when somebody was caught doing some scummy stuff, that was career ending. Like, no one would watch them, no one would support them, no one, nothing. You got these people in this community can do anything. As long as they do a skin giveaway with it, they can do no wrong. You can bully people, you can lie to your fans, you can get exposed time and time. Like, this exposed video is probably not going to do a damn thing, to be completely honest with you. And that's what's crazy. Like, I know some people who actually care are going to not be so impressed with this team no more and going to understand what's going on. But as far as like a actual impact, this is not going to have a huge impact. No one's actually going to care, and that's the problem with the Mobile Legends community. But yeah, man, I just wanted to make this video to spread awareness and talk to you all and share a little bit of my knowledge with you all. At this point, I feel like people can either listen or people cannot listen. It doesn't really bother me. It doesn't affect me either way. But yeah, I just feel that people need to know. Like, if anyone ever searches for this information, if anyone ever wants to hear the truth, you can always come here and hear the truth and really find out what's going on. And yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, another reason why this happens in Mobile Legends is because it's good for business. As long as these new top teams come popping up and people keep talking about Mobile Legends and all of that stuff, it's good for Mobile Legends. At least that's the way that they see it. Not realizing that if they actually worked with the community better, the game could be at a whole different level. But the thing is, it has so many fans in other countries, they think they're egotistical enough, the developers are egotistical enough to think that they don't need the other communities, the other parts of the communities, the other countries. All they think they need is Indonesia and those other Asian communities over there, those other Asian countries. So eventually, I feel like the sad part is Mobile Legends is going to learn the hard way. They're going to learn the hard way that you have to care about your community. The energy that you put out is what you're going to get back. All these lessons, life lessons, that's obvious, they're going to learn this stuff the hard way, and it could cost them the entire Mobile Legends community. But I hope not. But the thing is, I was preaching about the majority of this stuff a year ago, like a year or 2 years ago. I came into the community talking about these things, and everything that I said would happen did. The majority of the things that I said would happen did. And when it came down to all the things that made Mobile Legends successful, all stuff that I told them to do, and it made Mobile Legends successful. I have a track record for talking about these things, and my track record is damn near flawless. But people don't realize this. People don't pay attention to this. Why? Because I'm not on the top of the leaderboards with all the other cheaters. So, I mean, hey, it is what it is, man. I just want to spread awareness, let you all know what's going on. Make sure you drop a thumbs up on this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the next video, fam. Peace out, y'all.
I'm on it. Can't fail for my family, I want it. So they'll never need hope.